Hello and welcome to the cast commentary of C&D's production of Dracula. Really hope you enjoy it.
Well, it's Dracula, so it's obviously got vampires in it, but there's a lot more to it than just blood and gore. There's also, I would say, a strong kind of emotional element. For instance, Lucy, she's taken by vampire Dracula and turned into a vampire, but there's also this connection between them. Same with Mina. There's this kind of discovering your true self and what you're really like, and there's this whole journey, and you have the little gang of guys who are like fighting to save their women, and they're really different and they're really weird people to be in a group because they wouldn't ordinarily go together, but they work and they make this little gang and they somehow work and go off and know what to do and how to defeat the evil guy, and it's quite interesting, I think.
I think I relate to my character in the way that she's quite timid. In comparison to Lucy, she's more of a shy, reserved character, and I think I'm the same in that way. And she's also very caring and sensitive, and she has very heightened emotions, and I think I relate to her in those ways.
I think I do relate to Lucy, especially on an emotional level. Being a young woman myself, I've experienced so many of the things that she goes through during the show. You know, I've felt totally in love, and you know, I've had moments in my life where there's been temptation, and I probably haven't handled them the way Lucy would have. She's very, very impulsive, and you know, she acts very much on a whim and in the moment, and I'm not very like that. I tend to step back and logically kind of try and plan things out. But yeah, I think we're very similar people. She's very fiercely loyal, and I'm very like that in my relationships as well. She is totally in love with Arthur and she adores Mina, and it says a lot about the character of Dracula that he can come in and take that away. It shows how strong the force is on him because she's such a loyal and determined character, and I like to think we have that in common. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty similar. My favourite part in Dracula to do personally is probably my last death. Obviously I die a couple of times in various different ways, in different forms, but my actual death, that whole scene where I come back and there's that gorgeous moment between Lucy and Arthur where, you know, he suddenly realises that she's not the woman he loves anymore. She's become this thing, and it's almost like seeing him being so heartbroken and her just being so dehumanised. It's really raw, and that was really fun to do, and I love it as well for the just the technical side of it. The way I get to die is so much fun, and it was, you know, it's going to be fantastic on stage. So that's probably my favourite part.
My favourite part of the play is probably the scene after I've been seduced by Dracula, because it's such high emotion and you really have to throw yourself into it, and I think you can really get lost in that scene, so I really enjoy doing that one.
So C&D have taken Bram Stoker's Dracula, and as much as we're keeping it classic, we've made it into something really kind of raw and gritty. A lot of the scenes are quite scary, and you know, there's lots of real raw emotion in it. So it's fantastic to come and see it at a time such as Halloween. You know, Dracula, classic vampire story. Who doesn't love a good vampire at Halloween? Yeah, it'll be a really good way to spend your Halloween. Come and get scared by us.
I think the story is engaging enough, but with all the work that's gone into it, all the special effects, the costumes, it's a large-scale performance at the Mass Theatre, so you can't help but get lost in the story.